Chacha Vauzz is back and ready to get swinging, this time in a Mariners uniform, traded away from St. Louis at his request last episode to a team who's actually in the hunt. Now, it's not a lead by any means, but 4.5 games back with about a month and a half to go. The Mariners definitely can see themselves climb, and that is with head-to-heads against the Astros here late on in August and against the Texas Rangers early in September, and a second one mid-September in the final 2 weeks of the regular season. Now, we did miss the first Red Sox game of this series as the computer crashed. So Chacha Vauzz, he had one hit in this one. It was a triple, but we ended up dropping the game to the Sox. But even with that drop, Chacha Vauzz has been batting well since being traded to the Mariners, and he's looking to keep that up today. Now, we're going to kick things off with a boss challenge as well. Chacha Vauzz has completed one of these as he steps out to T-Mobile for the first time, not even as a Mariner, but just in Major League Baseball. He has not been out to the West Coast, despite that being where he was in high school. Garrett Crochet with a high fastball. Chacha lays off. Now he is looking to smack at least a double here to get things opened up as he is leading off for the Mariners. Getting a piece of this one, however, looks to be a little bit too far underneath it. Right field comes in, and that is another boss challenge dropped here by Chacha Vauzz. Battle 2 here against Crochet. Chacha looking to go inside to left field, but once again, a little bit too far underneath it. Hangs up, another fly out, this time in left. And getting another piece of one, this time not under it, but this time a little on top of it. Sends a grounder over towards short. Chacha retired on 3 straight appearances. And a tapper over towards first. We'll backhand it and sit Chacha down. If lucky, you might have one more at bat. But not the best piece of hitting in this one for Chacha Vauzz. I do love the addition of all the birds flying around as well. Top of the 9th, though, Munoz in a tough spot. Bases juiced as that one gets hit through the gap. We will have some come home to score as that one is off the mark. 2 plated for the Red Sox, top of the 9th, with a go-ahead run stepping up to bat. And it's Trevor Story, but the average is down 136. As we have Sir Anthony Dominguez now in the game. Another hit. Chacha can't cut that one off in the gap. Another one will head home and slide in front of the throw. Tying run now 180 feet away as David Hamilton steps up. Already a double plus some in this game. Count 2-2. This one in the dirt, rolling over, and Chacha will be there to get the final out on Story. We hold on. It's an 0 for day for Chacha Vauzz, but he put every hit in play. And we'll pick up the dub against the Red Sox despite a rough 9th. With this series leveled up at 1 apiece, we head into the final game of the series. Duran stepping into the batter's box here against Gilbert, top of the 1st. Took 7 pitches to get the first out. And it's a 1-2 count here for Duran. Logan Gilbert on the mound. That will be a chopper headed towards Chacha. I was going to have to run in on it. Definitely a little bit of a slow roller, but he will get the throw out at first. Now what we need is some good batting, especially as the Red Sox have taken the lead. Jack Flaherty on the mound. Only 1 pitch to get a man over at first. Chacha batting second here in this one. And crushes that one. Perfect, but in range of left field. Well, that apparently is how today's gonna go. Perfects aren't even finding grass. And the Red Sox tack on more runs following. Come top of the 2nd, no one on, but they've scored a few more. As Abreu is stepping up for his at-bat. Gilbert at pitch number 34. And this will be another roller over to Chacha. Takes a shuffle step to his right. Looks to make that throw on over to first. A little high, but Rayleigh stretches out for it to put Abreu down. Now we really need that bat here. Chacha, we've put everything in play. Now we just need something good. And that circle change left down the middle is sent foul. Make that 2 fouls on pitches in the zone. Count 0-2 here for Chacha Vauzz. And gets another piece of a sinker, clipping the bottom third of the zone. Flaherty giving everything he's got here to sit Chacha down. And Chacha's battling, jammed, but does find grass out in left. Vauzz finally has a hit here as he gets a runner on for Julio Rodriguez, bottom of the 4th. No one out, 3-2 count here. Chacha has an extended lead, but Flaherty doesn't like it. Chacha sliding back into first. Everyone knows you can try that. Most not successful, and Chacha will look to go right back to getting his lead as he looks for a steal, but that one called just outside. Chacha can trot on over as Julio makes his way to first. For Luke Rayleigh, batting 3rd or 4th actually here. I forgot Cal Raleigh no longer here. He was a part of the trade to acquire Chacha Vauzz. As Vauzz pauses there, sliding back in, he is safe at second. Hot play there made from the catcher to try to get Chacha Vauzz. Gonna look to go to third here as this one is in play. And gonna have to get on back to second. Chacha will be in front of the throw. But right now, teammates as well as the pitchers not really wanting Chacha Vauzz to get that steal. Back to the extra step here, 180 feet away. Rosarena at the plate. Puts this one in play. Chacha will round third, heading on home to put one on the board for the Mariners. 5-1 ball game. We're looking for a rally. But unfortunately, we head to top of the 5th with a similar spot here for Burleson, the Red Sox. That means we need to turn a double play here. Bizzardo's checked into the game. That one's going to be a chopper over to Chacha, who gets the tag. Throw, though, will not be in time. Runners on the corner. And they would score 5 more. 10-3 will, unless we have a major second half of this game. I don't know if there's going to be a series win here. Flaherty still going strong, though that one will be high to Chacha. And getting another piece of one, but it's a whole lot like what we've seen with all of his other hits. A little bit too far underneath of the contact swing, not paying off. Bello on the mound. Chacha sends that one right over to second. He's making contact with pretty much every swing. We're just not getting him placed in a good spot. And sending this one out to right field. Chacha once again gets a little too far underneath these. It'll be a 1 for day. 1 for 5. But ultimately, nothing good there in that one for the Mariners. 11-4, they drop the game to the Red Sox and drop the series 2-1 as we head into a fresh series, still at home. Now, one of the fun things about being here with Seattle is the variety of uniforms that we have. We're going to break out some throwbacks here against the Mets. David Peterson on the mound as Chacha leads off the game, or at least our part of the batting game. Another sinker he fouls off low, that time beneath the zone. Got to lay off some of those, get some better pitches here, Chacha. This pitch 2 comes in. That one he gets a little bit under. Rinse and repeat. This time flies out to center. And with that one in a good spot, Chacha swings a sinker down the middle, but again, it's headed straight to an outfield fielder. Chacha with a normal swing, and another one sent straight to an outfielder, this time at center field. And a tapper from Chacha, who will get Garver. Sliding in at second. It'll be Luke Rayleigh stepping up to bat. 0 for 3 in this one as Edwin Diaz is on the mound with a 2-2 count, 2 outs. And that one's going to be in play, but an easy play once again for an outfielder. And that is a win for the Mets, Game 1. Seattle struggled to really get anything going. 3 hits, and even all the contact they did have seem to be just like Chacha, headed straight for a player. So as we head into game number 2 here versus the Mets, we've been dropping quite a few games. That's not going to help us in this race. We got a boss challenge to open up game number 2. Looking to complete our second conversion of a boss challenge. So what are we looking at here? Chacha Vauzz, bottom of the first. They've already scored 2. No one on for us. We just simply need a hit versus Senga. He's going to come at us with a 98 fastball. Down to a 77 with that sweeper. So Vauzz, first pitch swinging on the forkball, sends that one foul. 91 mile per hour off the bat. 25 launch angle. Tries it again. This time it's straightened out. But it will not bloop. Center comes in and grabs it just before it finds grass. And the tapper that goes off the plate, that is a strikeout swinging for Chacha Vauzz. With a good one to hit, good timing. Just nothing good from it. Another one directed straight at a player. Second puts him away. And strikeout again there, Chacha Vauzz. Attempting the bunt, but it was high and inside. And this one has gotten away from the Mariners. 8-2. Mets take the series as we head into the final game. Once again, we're seeing a stretch here from Chacha Vauzz where, frankly, the bat isn't really been that bad despite the 0-1 stretch. Juan Soto stepping up to bat here. He's got an average of 309. If Chacha could find some grass on any of these hits, his average would probably be even above that 309. As Vauzz ranges over, he cuts it off. But will he have the throw in time? Yes, he will. Great play by Vauzz, ranging back into the grass. If the bat isn't going to show up, you got to make good plays in the field, and that was a good play. Average at 260 for Vauzz. He's gotten a lot of contact in these last couple series. However, again, they just haven't found any open field. Sending this one into deep right field, but not as deep as it might have looked originally. Dies out, as that's another fly out. And Chacha in play, but it's going to be about mid-right field. No runners advance. I believe that's Garver at second. He would have been out on that kind of throw. And strikeout swinging. Vauzz not going to run that one out either to end the 5th. Another strikeout here for Chacha Vauzz. He's done pretty well at avoiding those, but with the failed bunt attempts and missing on that one, he's racking up a few. And a hard hit one that's straight over to third, though a bad throw. Chacha, he's looking to get on into second here, sliding in at the player. That's just how upset he's been. But a run does score, though counted as an error. Not a hit for Chacha Vauzz. Would have either been a fielder's choice. Hopefully not a double play, but Chacha is at least in the field of play now with an errant throw. And for Julio, he could bring home a few more here. 62 RBIs for him this season. 2 more in scoring position. J-Rod struck out looking. That's happened too often as we've been on with Julio batting behind. As we move on then to the top of the 8th, Juan Soto with a man on first. They are still down 4. Trying to get at least something here in the final game of the series. A double play could go a long way. Chacha's going to have to cover the bag here. As it throws in time to get the lead runner, Chacha over to first. We round the horn to get the double play and send this one to the bottom. Or in fact, send this one to end of the game. We pick up the dub 4-0. Still no hit there from Chacha Vauzz. He got on thanks to an error. So as we head into the final series of today, we really need to see that bat find some space. But before we get into the game, we're called into the manager's office. I'll cut right to it. The front office is going to send you down to AAA. Are you kidding me right now? We still have one of the highest averages on the team. No, Chacha's not going to be happy about this. We think it might do you well to just take some time to get your confidence back and work on your game. Resharpen the knife, so to speak. I don't think that'll do me well. Game is not wanting me to do this here. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to argue with the manager here. Get back to the level we know you've got in you, and I'm sure you'll get back up here in the big league soon. This is ridiculous. Quite honestly, it is ridiculous. Chacha Vauzz asked for the trade, one of the best rookies in the league, and you're going to send him down. Do we look for another trade, perhaps? I think it's one thing if Chacha is striking out left, right, and center, making bad plays out in the field, but he's done very well in the field. He was hitting very well in his first 3 series here with the Mariners, 2-3 series. Every hit of his has been put in play. It just didn't find the dirt. I don't know how I feel about this. Chacha Vauzz down here in Tacoma with a runner at second, facing the Bees. Vauzz sends that one almost straight into his teammate's head, new teammate's head, as it's going to be another out. Chacha Vauzz making good contact. He's just hitting them straight at players. Dakota Hudson here has the Bees up 5-2. As Tacoma's only plated the 2. Runner at first here for Chacha. Sinker, he fouls off. And another one in play, sent straight to, but Chacha will get on here with another bad throw. It's another error, but he makes his way on over to second. Make them pay for it. And it'll be Hogan Windish batting behind Chacha Vauzz here with no outs, bottom of the third. He represents the tying run. Vauzz with that extended step here, as this one's going to take a little fly. He's dancing around, but has to get on back over to second. As apparently that was an infield fly. Definitely had Chacha looking to the outfield, but it did not find the outfield. Ornelas, though, stepping into the batter's box. Chacha Vauzz looking to run around a little bit here. I'm sure he's got a lot of anger built up. As he turns third, he's headed to home, pumping the brakes there. Chacha, he's going to get tagged out. I think at this point, Chacha simply doesn't care. He got sent down for absolutely no reason. Now, whether plays like that will help him get up or not, who knows? The only thing I could think is maybe his WAR dropped below a certain rate, and with that, they moved him on despite, again, having the second best or maybe third best average on the team up at the majors. And apparently that throws off the mark, but it gets the out anyway, so we'll take it. Chacha Vauzz, 0 for 2 with a line out and a fielder's choice. He's just looking to find some hit to find the grass. It has not happened so far today. Dakota Hudson, are you going to be the man to help us get that done? Yes, you are, right back down the middle. Chacha Vauzz, though, going to pump the brakes there at first. Never know with him, but he clearly doesn't look too happy out there. No celebration or anything. He doesn't feel like he should be at Tacoma right now. A little extra step here. Pitcher doesn't like it. Chacha's back, even though that pickoff attempt was horrible. Vauzz back with his extra step to follow. Pitcher checking his shoulder. Going home, though, as Chacha sends himself. And he's pumping around, but will stay over at second. He thought about trying third. You never know. Sometimes the throws are really bad down here. And an 0 for 2 day for Ornelas. We saw him not do a whole lot last time. Chacha again with that extra step. As he's looking for third, this one is in play. Chacha, though, sliding down. I believe that one was speared by second, so make that a double play. We'll blame the teammate for that one, but a dynamic challenge here for Chacha Vauzz as we're bottom of the 7th. No one on. Chacha Vauzz looks to be leading off here, so that means I won't say we just need to get on base, but I don't think Chacha is playing with a cool head right now. He's probably pretty frustrated. And a hard hit ball that still shortstop gets in front of. The power swing with a 106 exit velo. Still is not a hit. It looks like Chacha will have one more at bat here. Can he find a multi-hit day? 1 for 4. Hoyt Parker on the mound here. Gives one for Chacha to hit. Good timing, good contact, but it doesn't look like good contact to me. He gets well underneath that one. Flying out in center field. That'll be yet another loss for a team Chacha Vauzz is on. Is he a bad luck charm? because no one that he's played for has particularly done too well. We'll start the next game with a dynamic challenge. Chacha Vauzz. He's batting third. He's not even batting leadoff. Bottom of the first, no one on. 2 outs here for Chacha Vauzz. We're going for the homer swings here. Dakota Hudson, he's on the mound again. He just played a whole game. I feel like we should be able to take him for distance here. Or we'll miss on the sinker in the bottom third. And this is not a home run. It's a tapper to third. And another put out on Chacha Vauzz. Can the ball stop being magnetized to fielders' gloves? Vauzz, a little bit jammed, sends that again straight to an outfielder. Chacha still gets called down, and another hit straight to a player. And I guess he decided to halt his swing halfway through. There's a K for Vauzz. Yeah, manager's not too happy, neither is Chacha. There's another game dropped for Chacha Vauzz and the Tacoma Rainiers. Why he's here, still no one knows. I guess some days you just simply don't have luck, and for Chacha Vauzz, his luck has been absolutely horrific. I've seen people not sent down batting around a 160 average. Chacha Vauzz was about a 260, and he was making a lot of hits, just didn't find any grass. Now he's down here at AAA. Perhaps it's just because he is a rookie. If he was a seasoned vet, maybe they wouldn't move him down. That average here is at 223, as he still has not been able to find much grass. We've got a tapper here that goes off the pitcher, who seemingly makes no attempt to make the play at first. So Chacha, it's a hit. It still didn't find grass. It just happened to go off a guy's ankle, and that guy's not very happy with a pickoff attempt that does not work. Chacha Vauzz, once again, getting that extra step as he'll make his way over towards second. This one is in play and out in left field. I think some of Chacha's luck rolled over to his teammate on that one. Bottom of the third, Chacha up with the man on second, a 1-1 ball game. Speedster still rocking and rolling after taking that one off the ankle, and that one sent foul. Didn't even look like they had some netting over there. That's dangerous. Can the Rainiers get some protection for their fans? Chacha does not find that 12-6. Vauzz hit it here. I hope you're in the outfield, because if you're over on the sides here, in fact, there's no seats in the outfield. You're telling Chacha to hit a foul ball. We do plenty of that. Or we send it straight over to players. Another one to second, and Chacha sat down quickly. And there's another one in play, but you guessed it. It's going to be another fly out to center field. And that was an awful call, huh? Why not? Let's have one more dynamic challenge in this one. Bottom of the 8th, runner in scoring position. Drive in 1 or more runs, but hit a double would be the same exact thing. Ronald Reyes on the mound. Chacha Vauzz looking for a multi-hit day here. That one could find some grass, and it will. Chacha, though, is running on into second, and he swim moves the man. He's in at second safe. I don't know how the ump checking second base even saw that. He was standing behind Chacha Vauzz, but we appreciate it. It's something good. You just got to spam circle button over and over again with that right stick until it lands. Chacha getting risky here, but with how the day's gone, that's what you got to do. We have a multi-hit day as Hogan Windish is in the batter's box with Chacha in scoring position. He's going to make his way over to third as that one is down in the dirt. We've got a stolen base here. Finally, haven't had many of those today because we frankly haven't been on the bases. That puts Chacha now 90 feet away as he's taking a couple extra steps here. Windish is in play. Over to second. Hop throw is right on the money. So Chacha not able to tack on a run there. But he does have a great swim move at second. And he stole a base, so who knows? Maybe we're on the up and up. We just got to make sure that Werner Blakely doesn't explode things here for us. 5-2, top of the ninth, 2 outs. That's going to be a dribbler. Chacha covers behind first, but he's got it. And that's going to be another dub here. Or actually a dub here. I don't even think it's another. It's our first win with the Rainiers. Chacha Vauzz, though, knows he should be up with the majors right now. We'll start the following game here with a dynamic challenge. This is a long series for Chacha Vauzz, trying to bounce back and prove that he shouldn't have been sent down here. And if that's going to happen, he's got to rack up hits after hits. It's the only way we're going to get the job done. As there's a new pitcher we're facing here who gives one to Chacha to hit. Once again looking for a gap, but it hangs. Right field comes in. If those were the kind of things happening over and over again, it's just unlucky. But we've seen a whole lot more just go straight to them. Chacha's underneath that one. Left it hanging down the middle. Throw, Samuel. Chacha will try to turn on that one. Good timing, okay contact, but once again, it's going straight to an outfielder. And this one's in play, in range, but it does drop down. Chacha Vauzz with a hit. I'm sure you, as well as I, all thought that was about to be another fly out in center. We still got a whole lot more work to do until we're back up in the major leagues. Chacha Vauzz with that extended lead. As he's looking for second, this one is in play. Chacha is pumping like he's going to third. Throw very quick there over from the first baseman. He's also looking to make it up to the major leagues. Vauzz here now at second. The 4-1 lead. He's got that extended lead. Pitcher checks over his shoulder, goes home as Chacha makes his way over to third and is in with a throw from the catcher off the mark. Now it leaves us 90 feet away as Vauzz once again gets that extra step here. No second step, and that'll be a ball. Didn't seem all too sure about it. Had to double check his angle there, but it puts man on the corners. However, the count is 0-2 for Brogan. Chacha with a couple extra steps here. Has this one rolling over to third. Chacha not able to score as they get the out at second. But the lead would be enough to see them on through. 4-1. We tie up this series 2 apiece as Chacha Vauzz gets a hit. I don't know what it'll take to finally get the call back on up. But Chacha Vauzz here, still with Tacoma, heading into game number 5. As he's batting third in the lineup here, has a runner at first, 74 speed. And sends that one straight over to second with a bare hand. It was off the mark, but it looks like the first baseman actually tagged Chacha as he ran by. Double play ball. Hard hit ball, not even through the infield. No luck for Vauzz. Couldn't ask for a better pitch. Chacha giving that one a little bit of a ride, but guessed it into a fielder's glove. And this time it's popped up. Right fielder, though, has plenty of time to track underneath it. Even hesitated a couple times. Game stays tied. And it'll remain that way as we move on in to bottom of the 10th. Chacha Vauzz. He's watching from the dugout as we've got people in scoring range, and that guy's probably going to get called up before Chacha. A bomb to win the game and put us up in the series 3-2. Salt Lake gives up the 3-run shot in the 10th. For Chacha, you know he's got to be happy about the win, but he doesn't have a smile on his face out there. He's dapping up his teammates, but you know there's something going on in his head right now. As we head into what should be the final game here today. We're out in the field, top of the first, as Ruiz is stepping into the batter's box with Zimmerman on the mound. 1 out, 2-2 count. And another one hit straight to Chacha. At least whenever he's in the field, he's getting these ones hit straight at him as well. So it's like the game doesn't know that Chacha's not in the field whenever he goes up to bat. It must think that every player out there is Chacha Vauzz, so the ball is headed straight for him. No one on here for Vauzz. Dakota Hudson, hey bud, how you doing? We've seen you at least twice in this series, and we're well ahead of that slider. Chacha Vauzz thinking major league pitching because that's where he should be. He's got to slow things down. Slows it down there and just gets it over the shortstop's head, or mitt even. Chacha Vauzz on here, bottom of the first. It's going to be Windish batting behind. 207, 15 home runs, 43 RBIs. Same as the number of the pitcher. As Vauzz, he looks to make his way on over to second. That pitch was down in the dirt. He'll be well ahead of that throw. One thing Chacha Vauzz has always done well is stealing bases. Can't take that away from him. Unless he's just simply not getting any hits. Chacha, he rounds, he's going home, but the throw is on time. No, I don't think anyone's brought Chacha home today. He hasn't been on base that often, but when he has, I don't think anyone's brought him home. So it's bad all the way around. Bottom third. 2 on here for Chacha Vauzz. Once again facing Hudson. And looking to go inside down the middle. Chacha with another hit. As he's trying to leg out a double here. He slides in even though that ball was nowhere close to him. They mark it as a single though as he extends it to a double. Come on now. I understand it's probably a good call because Chacha wouldn't have been there if they threw 2 second, but still, this man needs all he can get. As Vauzz has a couple extra steps here. Reaching out for one, it's going to be a chopper. They play at home, but the runner is saved. We'll make that 2-1. We take a lead here. Tyler Locklear stepping up to bat as Chacha Vauzz is 90 feet away. Waiting for something good here. That one will do. Chacha will run on home as long as they don't get the double play, which they don't. Locklear steps on the bag just in time. And we'd hold on to that 2-run lead. Come Chacha's next at bat, 2 for 2 in this one with 2 singles. Runner is over on first. We got Daryl Hicks on the mound. Chacha with a hard hit ball, but it's right back to center fielder's glove. It missed him, so it had to fly right to him. Come top of the 7th, we would find one more here, trying to secure this series. As Werner Blakely stepping up to the batter's box here. Zimmerman still on the mound for us. Pitch number 70 here with no outs. Runner on first. That one will be hit over towards short. Chacha covering the bag. We'll have the lead runner. And we'll have the runner headed to first. A double play, 6-4-3. Now can we find any more hits here? 2 for 3, 2 singles. Flied out to center the last at bat. The runner on first yet again here with 72 speed for Chacha Vauzz. Daryl Hicks going for a long relief. Pitch number 40 for him here. As we wait for it. Chacha apparently offers at the 2-seam fastball outside. And good hit. But you can't trust perfects. But that one is gone. Dead center. Chacha Vauzz with a home run. 414, 106 exit velo. But you know it's been a rough stretch when you get a perfect hit and you still don't even expect that one's going to leave the park. Chacha Vauzz, hopefully that is the corner turn. We'll still have another at-bat here. Bottom of the 8th, you're 3 for 4, 2 singles, a home run in your last appearance, Sam Bachman. As he has a man on first. 72 speed for Chacha Vauzz. Laying off that 2-seamer in the bottom 3rd. The count would find 2-2 with 2 balls outside and painting the corners here with pitch 1 and 4. Chacha Vauzz gets a piece of one to send it right back down the middle, and it's going to be a double play there on Chacha Vauzz. It's not all good swinging here in this one, but it will end up being a series dub here for the Rainiers. A big day there for Chacha Vauzz. His biggest game came in the final game as we close out for today. But as we head to the bus, there is no clip here of the manager trying to get us back up to the majors. Now, I did see that Canzone was claimed off the waivers by the Rangers. So the Mariners are now down another guy here, and they still don't want Chacha Vauzz. I don't know what's going on with that. We should be up at the major leagues. I mean, if you look at our stats from the major leagues, we're batting .257. My only question is, what was the WAR at? Was that .8? I don't know why Chacha Vauzz was sent down here. Obviously, it was a rough stretch opening up this game. But the hits, as we mentioned, they weren't bad. They just never quite found grass. They was magnetizing to pretty much every fielder in the vicinity. We're making good contact. We're lifting balls. getting them into the outfield. The few we had in the infield were going straight towards second base most of the time. Chacha Vauzz wasn't batting badly. He wasn't swinging at bad pitches. I mean, there really wasn't anything poor about his game outside of just poor luck. Mariners sent us down. Obviously, we saw Chacha Vauzz. Made sure to let him know that was not a good idea. He didn't agree with it by any means, but it's where we're at. But right now, Ryan Bliss, he's back into the starting lineup at the major leagues, and he's on a hot streak, so that's good for him. Looks like they called up another rookie instead of Chacha Vauzz and Caden Polkovich. 27 years old, 67 overall. Meanwhile, Chacha Vauzz is 22 years old and 78 overall. He shouldn't be down here at AAA. You wonder if, again, we request a trade because Chacha Vauzz has been done dirty again by a major league team. But before we go, let's try to have something good here. Any new equipment? Well, that does not look like it. But with no good equipment, how about we use our tokens for something good? Now, we have 20, and it does cost 10 a piece here to upgrade the contacts. But what I'm thinking instead is with the balls hanging up in the air so much today, perhaps a little bit more power could go a long way. That does still leave us with 5. Can't upgrade the plate vision, but what we can do is get a boost here to the plate discipline. And on top of that, we could even look to perhaps boost reaction a little bit or improve some arm strength. We haven't done any of that. Not sure if it's extremely necessary. Stealing, we could get a boost up 1. So let's lock that in. We will at least go from a 78 to a 79, making it even worse that we're down here at AAA. You let Chacha Vauzz know in the comments down below. Do you think he had another major league team do him dirty, or is it a good thing he was sent down to get that swing going and finding Grasser? Whatever the excuse would be for the major league manager. But Chacha Vauzz is down here. Make sure you stick around to see if Chacha Vauzz can get back up to the majors soon. We'll be back to the normal Tuesday, Thursday upload schedule next week. So make sure you hit that bell icon or scroll down, hit the sub button, and tap that bell icon so you're notified of when those videos come out and when Chacha is going to be back up at the majors. Give him a boost of confidence as well by smashing that thumbs up button. He just ran into a horrid stretch of luck, and we'll look to get back on the right path next time as we look to get back to the majors where Chacha Vauzz should be.